Hey YouTubers, it's me again. This is just going to be a quick video really about a restaurant in Fayetteville, North Carolina called like the number, Khong restaurant, Rimkhong. They are located at, I'm looking at the receipt guys, so give me a second. It doesn't have the address on there. Anyway, they're in Fayetteville. I believe they're on Yadkin Road. Guys, don't. So let me tell you my experience twice with these people. The manager, the female, just nasty, rude. If I was there in person, I probably would have went to jail because the way she was talking to me was just repulsive. So the first time I ordered, first of all, let me state, there is certain things in the realm of seafood that I am allergic to that I'd have to use an EpiPen. There's no way, like, let me just be specific, shellfish. I can't have any shellfish. So I ordered about $60 worth of food the first time. This was like 2 months ago. And they sent me an order of some type of shellfish dish. I can't remember what it was. I did not order it, but it was in my bag. Didn't know it was there, so I just reached in there and grabbed everything, pulled it out. Well, guess what? I had an allergic reaction. So I ended up calling them and telling them, hey, listen, I just want to make sure I wasn't charged for this. That's all I got out before. You tell me, you say you wanted this, you say you wanted that, you said you wanted this. I never said, I never ordered shellfish. I never ordered shrimp, or I didn't order that. I ordered chicken pad thai, vegetable spring rolls, and chicken dumplings. That's what I ordered. So, which happens to be the exact same thing that I just got screwed out of here. So I'll tell you that in a minute. But, so the woman was very, very rude, very hateful, constantly saying, nobody else complains, you the only one that complain. And I'm like, well, apparently not, because if you look at your reviews, they're pretty nasty for years, and they're all talking about you. So instead of complaining and bitching, why don't you just listen to me and I'll tell you what happened? It's your fault, it's not mine. So they tell me, throw it away, we'll send you some different stuff. So once again, she sends with me another shellfish dish. Like, what is your problem? So I said, you know what, just screw it. So I called my bank, canceled the charges, explained everything to them, let them listen to the recorded message and of her just and referencing back to nobody else complains but you. It's you, just you. Okay, 2 months go by, guys. Keep in mind, I am a military wife, so we got a lot going on. Plus, we're trying to PCS. I'm trying to look for a house, trying to take care of dogs. I'm here by myself. I got a lot going on. And so I accidentally ordered from the same restaurant. By accident, I thought I clicked on a different restaurant. So I made a menu. I made an online order. Here's my ticket, you guys. Okay, that's my ticket. So my problem is they have a buffet. Okay, so when I ordered from them yesterday, as you saw, chicken pad thai, extra hot with extra bean sprouts, 2-piece veggie roll, and a 12-piece chicken fried dumpling, right? So the pad thai, I love pad thai. I've eaten it for years. My favorite place is Swati, which we'll go into that later in a different video. But these people, I don't know what they did, but my entire dish tasted like, just like the first bite I took, it was just like straight lime. It's almost like they poured lime juice in it and then put limes in it. It was disgusting. As a matter of fact, I still have the food. Give me just a second. So, these are the fried dumplings they gave me. These came off of the buffet. They were not made fresh. You can see where they have the burn marks from the heat lamps or from the steam or whatever. They're so hard I couldn't even eat them. So, and I chipped a tooth right in the very back trying to crunch down on one. So I was like, all right, I'll just eat from the inside. Well, then I decided to take my trusty temperature thermometer, food thermometer, and stick one in there. Honey, 17 degrees past the danger zone. How does that even happen? Okay, then look at this. This is supposed to be like soy sauce or something. It's straight freaking syrup. Syrup. Like pancake syrup. Okay. Now here's the chicken. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Guys, look, there was a freaking short black hair in there. Can you see that? Look at that. I didn't even notice that. And look, this is my hair. I have red hair. Look at that hair up compared to mine. There's... Oh, dude, and I took a bite out of this shit. Dude. Anyway, this is the chicken pad thai, okay? The heat was on point. It took my breath, and that's what I wanted. But it tasted like somebody took all these limes and just squirted it on there. That's a lot of food. It's a good portion, but it wasn't right. The egg roll, the spring roll, that was fine. No issues there. But let me tell you about my conversation. So I called. I was like, hey, this is my situation. I was very pleasant. And then as I started talking to the woman on the phone, I was like, this woman sounds familiar. But it was the hostess or cashier, whatever, at first. So she was very polite. I'm so sorry. I believe I know what happened. Let me get the cooks to make you something different. I was like, no. I'd like to keep what I had. That way there's no difference in a price and stuff like that. I just want to have what I had remade, and can I get my chicken dumplings? Can I get them done fresh instead of getting them pulled off the buffet? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We just didn't have any ready, so we got the ones off buffet. She admitted to it, okay? Then about 6 minutes later, I get a phone call from the cashier going, hi, ma'am, my manager wants to speak to you. I was like, okay. And in that point, I heard, I will call her when I am ready. You do not call people. And she hung up the phone. Then 2 seconds later, she calls me back. She goes, I remember you. You complain about the fish. And I'm like, I'm allergic to shellfish. You guys made a mistake. I had to use an EpiPen. What do you want? Okay, all you do is complain, you stupid white cow. I'm tired of Americans. That's when it got taken to another spot. I say, well, if you're tired of Americans, then why the hell are you here? Okay, because China owns America. Your government lies to you. Plus, I live for free. You have to pay, and you pay taxes to pay my bill. What is your problem? Do you have bipolar? Do you? Because all I'm saying is that for the second time, now that I know who you are, you've messed up my food. And instead of taking criticism politely and being like, hey, listen, okay, I understand we made a mistake. Let me fix it. Or let me credit you back that or whatever. I would have gladly took the food back myself. I would have left base and went out there and took it back. But then she proceeded to take it to a different level. This woman needs to, something like, there has got to be some type of law or something against people like this, like treating us like this, taking our money, talking to us like we're nobody, and like still being in business. I mean, this place has got a 1.7 stars. Like, everybody complains about the manager. All the people that go in to the restaurant, they have amazing experience, apparently. Like 4 or 5 star reviews. But all us takeout people, bad situations. Or anybody that had to deal with that woman has a very negative response. Clearly, the manager's doing nothing. Or the owner, because the manager is a nasty, hateful woman. She called me a filthy American cow. She said that she made accusations that I had said I was going to blow up her building when I was actually on the phone during this conversation on my actual cell phone with the other phone on speaker. So my bank people got to hear the conversation of her telling me, oh, you just said you're going to blow up my building. Lady, I didn't say anything about that. What the hell is wrong with you? All I'm saying is that you made my, oh, no. You shut your stupid effing mouth. You stupid white beach. You always say this. Nobody complained but you. Nobody. Okay, I'm not worried about everybody else, ma'am. Because everybody else this week is not eating my food. So don't keep telling me everybody this week has not complained. I'm not concerned about everybody else. I could not get a word in. And then this woman proceeded to call me while I was on the phone with the bank for 27 minutes. She called me 142 times. 142 times, people. Do not use these people. Don't use them because they're trash. The way they spoke to me, and then all this food goes to waste. Twice they made a mistake. One that could have put my life in jeopardy. If I didn't have that EpiPen, I would have been screwed. I would have probably been dead. And still to this day, she wants to blame me for that. Guys, I'm just telling you, like, I just cannot recommend this place. Again, it is to Khong restaurant. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's my address. Well, there's my address, you guys. But that's okay, because I live on a gated military base, so I'm cool. I'm okay. Anyway, guys, that's just the problem. Like, these restaurants out here, it's just crazy. The customer service is disgusting. To the manager who spoke to me, if you do get to see this video, which I'm sure somebody will tag you on YouTube for it, you're a nasty, rotten, hateful woman. Really, really nasty. You have no business whatsoever in any profession dealing with the general public. You need to just take a step back, check yourself, and just be nice to people. You are the reason that people out here hate you. You're the reason. Because you guys act like this at that restaurant all the time. Like, and then when my husband went in a couple years ago for lunch with his friends, his military friends, let me tell you what happened there. This was 2 years ago, so this shit goes on. It just goes on. So my husband's out there with his platoon. There's probably about, I think he said 17 or 16 of them sitting at the table. One of the waitresses spilled one of the dishes at the table, and they remade it, but the guy was charged for 2 dishes. And the man and my husband went up there, and my husband's just trying to pay for his bill, and one of the other guys, he's standing behind the guy who got his food dumped on him and on the floor, and he's like, well, hey, why am I being charged for 2? And she goes, well, because the plate reached your table and you're the one that knocked it out of her hand. And he's like, no, I never knocked it out of her hand. I wasn't even looking at her when she put it on my table, when she was trying to put it on the table. The whole table was a witness, because they were all looking at the one guy at the end of the table because he's leaving or something like that. So, our piece, like getting out of the military. So it was like a get together. But, so this woman goes, you hold on. This is the same woman I'm talking about today. She goes in the back and comes back out with like 8 people. So they all just kind of gang up on this guy, this poor guy. Like, I don't even know his name, but you know, if you're out there, hey, but this lady's just nasty, you know, and the fact that, like, I used to work in the food service industry, and that's one of the reasons why I have a digital thermometer, because when you serve me food delivery, because I have lupus and other health issues, I check my food. And for me to receive that and then that kind of treatment is just absolutely appalling. So, I mean, for you guys that have had a good experience, that's great. I really wish I could have had a good experience. I don't understand what is wrong with this woman. It's like, you know, clearly she has like a bipolar rage. She has social anxiety issues, clearly, and just really nasty. So, but I can give them that their spring rolls are delicious. But, yeah, so that's it for now, you guys. See you in another video.